Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is finally time for my mood reading vlog / finishing my TBR, or at least that's the goal. But basically what I'm doing every month, I will end my structured reading, what I have to read, on the 25th with Blind Date with Bookmas, which you guys saw in the last video. And then the rest of the month is going to be mood reading / finishing my TBR, but mainly focused on mood reading. Which, to be honest, is kind of hard for me because sometimes I'll be in the mood to read something, but if I'm not particularly in the mood to read something, I find it very difficult to choose what to read. Also, I have the tendency to start a book, put it down, and then start something else, put it down, start something else, put it down, and so the cycle continues, and it's just a little crazy. So what I'm doing is whenever I get ready to start this video, I'm going to choose whatever I'm in the mood to read at the moment, and I have to finish that or DNF it fully, and then I can choose something else. So that's the way this is going to work. So it's mood reading, but also finishing books. Fingers crossed. Now, obviously, mood reading means I could pick up anything on the shelf if I want to, but I do really want to finish the books that I have started. So let's talk about everything that was on the TBR that I still have to read. We have the Lord of the Rings series, the Fellowship of the Ring, the Two Towers, and the Return of the King. I am reading these and listening on audiobook. Very much was enjoying that. Looking forward to hopefully getting back into that. Two others that you guys probably can guess that I want to finish. First of all, we have this edition of Persuasion, which I'm also listening to on audiobook, but also enjoying looking through the book and getting to open up the little mementos and fun things that are inside. I really want to get the Pride and Prejudice version of this. But anyway, speaking of Pride and Prejudice, I have not been reading it physically, but this is the visual. This is my copy that I first read it in. I'm listening to that on audiobook, and I'm about halfway through, so I could easily finish that. I could finish that today, technically. The other Bennett sister and the Jane Austen Society, which are both interesting. I don't know that I'll get to these, but if I felt like it, I totally could. I have a short book, Disciples Are Made, Not Born. I would love to get into this, thinking about reading this on Sunday when I am not filming, but still want to, if I still want to be reading, I can be reading something that's like almost devotional. Through the Eyes of a Lion, that would be a good option for that too. And for Christian fiction, we have The Bridge by Karen Kingsbury. That would work as well. We have I Do, the Diary of a Teenage Girl, Caitlin Connor series. This was my favorite. This is for the Christian Romance Challenge, so I'd really love to reread this. And then for a book that I need to continue, I have For Women Only. This is currently reading. I have it on the currently reading list on my Goodreads, and so I would love to finish that. We may get into that at some point. I have 3 Bookmas books. First of all, we have the book that I was so excited for, but I didn't even get to read the first page, and that is Christmas Camp. I would love to get into this if I can. Oh my goodness. It just sounds so fun. Like, who doesn't want to go to camp all about Christmas? I would like to continue on with Sleigh Bells Ring. I just think this is such a beautiful book. Such just pure Christmas vibes so far. It's not the most riveting book yet, but I read 8 chapters, and I'd love to get back into it. And then lastly, I have The Christmas Wedding Guest, which I'm uncertain about. I really liked the book that I read by Susan Mallory during the Upside Down Readathon, but I'm not loving this one, and I'm uncertain about it. But I definitely would like to finish it if I can, or just DNF it if I'm not going to finish it. So we have those Christmas options. Lots of books that we can read in the next few days. Today is January 27th at about 5 o'clock, and I have until January 30th to get this video up. What am I in the mood to read right now? Not these, so I'll put these back. Okay, it's a couple hours later, and the only book that's really standing out to me that I'm really I would like to get into this right now, is not one that I've started. It is, in fact, Christmas Camp. I don't know if it's just the FOMO that I'm feeling because this is the one book I didn't get to start during Bookmas. But I'm gonna get into this and I will either finish it or I'll DNF it. Hopefully finish it because it sounds amazing. Okay guys, it's about 10:10 and I have made it up to page 85, chapter 9. That seems to be like where I take a break, is chapter 9 for whatever reason. It's like that with a lot of my Bookmas books, including the Blind Date with Bookmas book that I just read the other day. This is super quick moving, very Christmassy. I'm not loving it yet though. Like, I feel like I'm just reading it to know what happens. And I feel so sad to say that, but hopefully, like, there's a lot still to go. So hopefully I will connect more with it tomorrow. Tomorrow I do have to get stuff done preparing for church. I have to get school stuff done. I was hoping to go to the store and get a bunch of stuff that I need. We shall see what happens tomorrow, but I would like to get more read in this and then move on to something else. Hey guys, it is the next day and I've still ran the same thing. It's just been a really bad day, to be honest, but I have not gotten back to reading this, but this was the mood read that I picked, and I was planning on reading all the way through this and then picking another one until I heard that it is Pride and Prejudice Day. So considering I am halfway through this one on the audiobook and I'm not really feeling like physically reading, I'm gonna listen to Pride and Prejudice. I'm on chapter 36 and yeah, I'll catch up later. Okay, to make this video a little bit interesting, book mail time. I know what this is. This is my 12 challenge book for February. Ooh, I forgot I got hardcover. It's very pretty. I got it used, but like new. It's very pretty. And it is The Betrothed by Kira Cass. I've never read anything by her, but I placed a hold on Libby that's like 26 weeks long, so I don't think I was getting it on there. And then I could have placed a hold in my local library system, but I just decided to go ahead and get it so I could have it in time. Such a pretty cover. I just can't get over how pretty this is. Stop, I love that. Okay guys, I just wanted to say, it's like 10:45 at night, and first of all, I filmed a short that took me like an hour to film and edit, which it doesn't look like it would have, but it was actually pretty involved. I did just want to say I'm sorry I really have not read. Today was a really difficult day, and I just wasn't in the mood to read. Unfortunately, this is a mood reading vlog, so kind of have to go with it. If I'm not in the mood to read, I'm not going to force it. So got a lot of rollovers that are probably going to be going into the rollovers bag that is coming back for February. Of course, with tomorrow being Sunday, I have all day that I can read if I want to. I mean, all day. I get home in the afternoon, but like I have time that I can read if I want to. I just wouldn't be filming it. But yeah, I just wanted to say I'm sorry that nothing really has happened in this video today. So thank you for understanding. Every week I say that I'm going to read on Sunday, and then Sunday comes and it just never happens. I didn't read a single thing yesterday. This weekend being kind of a rough weekend, I really didn't get through anything. However, I have some exciting stuff to share. First of all, I got this book yesterday, and it is the Immeasurably More study. It's a Bible study on the book of Ephesians. This is what pretty much every group at my church is going to be doing for the next few months, and one of my teammates was so nice. She got them all for us, and it is literally beautiful. Let me set this up so you guys can see. Never gotten one of the studies that was written by the church, basically, but this is absolutely amazing. Look at these pages. That's just like the introduction, pretty much. This study is literally beautiful. I'm so excited. I haven't really looked at it, to be honest, because I'm gonna need to check in and see if I need to start this before we start meeting, or if we meet first and then do the reading. I don't even know, but it's got like timelines and Paul's missionary journeys, like the maps and stuff. It's so good. Okay, yeah, it does start with group time. So we will meet starting in mid-February, and then we'll have like a daily devotional during the week that we do separately, which is going to be so fun. And it's definitely designed to go really deep into the Bible, and I'm honestly just so excited about this. Anyway, I just wanted to share that with you, like, just, oh my goodness. I know I'm kind of like skipping through the pages, but they are literally so beautiful. You guys will see more of this as I film my devotions in mid-February, and we'll talk about this in my TBR video too. Okay, now for what I've been reading. I have not finished listening to Pride and Prejudice. With feeling sad and just really rough over the weekend, I was not in the mood to listen to my favorite book and be happy, so I did not get through this. And then I did start Christmas Camp, but I've not gotten back into it. I'm on chapter 9. I need to continue this. And what I'm gonna do is I am going to continue reading this on my own. I may share some clips of me reading, but I really do need to start getting this video finished up and get it edited and uploaded, because sometimes it takes a few hours, and my premiere is supposed to be at 6:30, which I am shifting my premieres to be Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, just because that's such a great time. I didn't even realize like how much that was just really gonna work for me, so that's what we're going with. All right, if you know me, you know I am a TBR game girl. I am not really a mood reader, and even though this was meant to be a mood reading vlog, it kind of just showed me how much I just struggle with mood reading, because I start all these books and then I'm not motivated to finish them because I just have too much going on. So what I'm gonna do is take this little Jenga game that I got in a McDonald's Happy Meal. Literally so fun, because the actual blocks are like paper, and you fold them and you can put stuff inside of them, which is not the way it's meant to be. Like, obviously you would answer the question, it's on cinematic so you can't read it, but I am going to put the titles of all the books that I'm currently reading on Goodreads, as many as it takes to fill up all these, and whatever one I draw is the book that I will focus on finishing once I'm done with at least one of these. The one that I draw will be my last book for January. And everything else is gonna get rolled over. We're bringing back the rollovers bag in February. So yeah, that is the situation. So I'm gonna write down the titles and fill them up in these little boxes. Okay, change of plans. I actually ended up just writing out the titles of every book that's still on my January TBR, including the Christmassy books that I'd still like to finish, including these two that I'm planning on finishing. So for example, if one of these comes up, then it will be my last read of January, and I won't choose anything else. I will just put everything in my rollovers bag and then get on with February reading once I finish. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I may do a little bit of a wrap up at the beginning of February's TBR games video if I finish anything that's not mentioned in this video. But once I'm done with this and January reading is over with, I will put all of the titles that are in these in my little heart box, so that way I can still have those titles in there. It's actually perfect. I went ahead and I triple stacked them. I know you could also double stack them and it could be a lot taller, but I'm gonna just go for this one right here, right in the center. If I can get it out. I don't know if you're allowed to touch the other blocks. I've never actually played this game in real life. Exactly the book that I was hoping would not come up. It's not that I don't want to read this book, it's just not the one I'm most excited to read. But the last book of January will be Disciples Are Made, Not Born. I am going to focus on finishing these. Then if I have time, I will get into this one. It'll be my last January read. Whenever I finish this, I will start on February reads, unless I don't finish it by February 1st, in which case I will just get into my February reading. So here is the TBR for the rest of the month. That's what I'm gonna call my mood reading. I don't think there's a mood reading vlog scheduled for February. I think the month is too short for it. But next time I think about doing a mood reading vlog, I think it'll more so be playing a game like this, or playing my TBR game to decide the last few books of the month, or something like that, because I just do infinitely better with a TBR than I do with trying to figure out what I'm in the mood to read. I just can't do it for whatever reason, because then I start all these books and I never finish anything. So here are the options. This is what I'll be focusing on today and tomorrow, and I will talk to you all in the February TBR games video that will come out Wednesday night. Please give this a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new here and you haven't subscribed already, so that you don't miss that TBR game video and all that's to come in February. I put out a short on Saturday night, kind of going through every video that I have planned for the coming month, and I'm really excited about it. It's gonna look a lot like this past month, but a little bit easier to accomplish, I think. And so I'm looking forward to that. On that note, I'm gonna go. Thank you guys for being here, and I will talk to you all next time. Bye.